Absolutes. So much so. And did you know that the most limited and exclusive Nike SBs were never released here in America? I'm talking about the EMB series. EMB stands for exclusively made to Brazil. And it had pairs that were made in Brazil and pairs that were only sold in Brazil. So this was kind of similar to what Nike did with the Code.jp that was a Japan exclusive, but this time Brazil got their own exclusive releases. The EMB series had two divisions. They had the Nike SB line and also had the Nike Sportswear line. Both lines had a variety of apparel and a variety of different silhouettes. But for this video, we're going to focus mainly on the Dunks. Alright, so I'm going to go through these kind of quick. Once again, for the video, just so it's not a long video, I'm going to just show you the pair and the name, and then on the next one, we're actually going to talk about all the details, history, and everything that's interesting about them. Alright, so we're going to start off with the SB Dunk Low Miami. Next up, we have the SB High Brown Pack, SB Dunk High Bic, SB Dunk High Neptune, SB Dunk Low Ariel, SB Dunk Low UNLV or Ultraman, SB Dunk Low Buck, SB Dunk Low Vamp, SB Dunk Low Vapor aka Mineral, Nike Sportswear Dunk Low Pine Green, Nike Sportswear Dunk Low Orange Flash. Alright, so even though this video has been all about Brazil releases, there was actually a couple of pairs that even though were made in Brazil, they were only sold in Argentina. I'm talking about the Nike Sportswear Dunk Fileteado Porteño. These gorgeous pairs were limited to only 1,000 made each. Alright, so also in 2006, there was the Nike SB Brazil Custom Series, also known as BCS for short. The series consisted of 3 skaters, and I will go into more details on the next video. Right now, I just want you to see the pairs because there's a tremendous amount of story, history, and so much to talk about. But to make this video a little bit shorter, I'm just going to show you the pairs and the name of the skaters that created the pairs. Alright, so the Brazil Custom Series 1 actually consisted of lasered pairs and non-lasered pairs. Either way, they were all limited to around 400 pairs each. To me, the Brazil Custom Series is one of the coolest things that Nike SB has ever done. Alright, so the first pair we're going to start is with the Fabio Cristiano Dunk Low. The second is going to be Rodrigo Gerdau Peterson. Third is going to be Cesar Gordo. And the fourth shoe is the Flavio Samello. So for the Brazil Custom Series 2, the skaters dreamed up of their perfect skate spot. We're going to start off with the Fabio Cristiano, Rodrigo Gerdau Peterson, and Cesar Gordo. For the Brazil Custom Series 3, we have inspiration from the Sony Walkman. Fabio Cristiano, Rodrigo Gerdau Peterson, and Cesar Gordo to close out the Brazil Custom Series. And in around 2007, Nike Sportswear reached out to Brazilian clothing brand Doc Dog, and they actually came out with this dunk that you see right over here. Extremely cool, extremely limited. We have the Dunk Electrico John Matsui. We also have the Nike Sportswear Joker, which is an all-purple upper, and the reason why it has the Joker nickname is because it came with the green extra laces. Alright, so I'm going to introduce you to the Canarinho line. It is a very diverse line with apparel and very diverse sneaker silhouettes that were released in the Canarinho, but again, for this video, we're going to focus mainly on the Dunk releases. Alright, so for the first drop, we get to see this dunk right here. This one was the second drop, and the third. Sneakers BR, spreading sneaker culture through Brazil. This line was very cool. It came with some really cool accessories, extremely rare. I do sometimes actually see it, a couple of pairs on eBay, but what they're asking for is just ridiculous. But I think it is kind of worth it if you think about how rare these pairs are. Once again, really cool collection right here. So there was also some Nike IDs at around 2010. I'm going to show you guys a couple of the creations that people came up with. Yeah, really cool Brazil exclusive Nike ID release. All right, so I cannot talk about EMB without mentioning the Dirty Money pack that came out in around 2011. A lot of details in this. Once again, I'm gonna save all the details for the next video. All right, so we're getting to the end. There's only one more series that was released, and that was the Nas Quadras. I know it's kind of tough. Translates to in the courts, and the reason why is because in Brazil you don't really have skate parks. So, but you do have soccer, courts. So people will skate, put ramps, put rails, all in the, and then people playing soccer right next to each other, and they just coexist. So this pack, not too much information on it, but this is what it celebrates. All right, thank you so much for watching my first video. Please let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to know more information, because there's so much details, histories, and there's also full apparel line that I want to introduce to you guys, just because it's part of Nike history and it's part of sneaker history. So once again, thank you all so much. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content, and my name is So Much So, and I'll see you on the next one. Salutes.